It's Red Snapper and welcome to the Showgirl's Closet. Today we will look at one of my favorite acts that I rarely have a chance to perform, and it is Super Lucy. Yadi Presents had a Lucy-themed show, Lucille Ball. I love Lucy, right? We did a whole Lucy and so many Lucys, lots of Lucys. And I was invited to perform, but what would I do in the show? I mean, they had Pearl Lux doing Vitamin to Vegemin, that whole thing, which was incredible. And I believe Moxie Gold did a Lucille Ball dancing with Ricky. And Lucille Highball and Isla Vamp did the chocolate scene. So what am I going to do? Super Lucy. When Lucy dresses up like Superman to please little Ricky, and her costume is like, it's slapped together. And it's hilarious. It's just a delightful episode. I Love Lucy is a delightful show. It's very fun to watch. But this was an opportunity for Mr. Snapper and I to team up yet again to make something very weird and very hilarious. Super Lucy has been living in a box. I got to fly out to Los Angeles shortly after I moved to Dallas to perform it again for Yadi Presents, and I think I took it to the Monday Night Tease stage at one point. But here we go. We're going into the box. Now, the great thing about Super Lucy is that Lucy throws a costume together, what she can, to see, obviously I'm Superman, but she doesn't have the right parts because she's not Superman, so she doesn't have the real Superman costume. So it is very slapped together, which meant I could very slap together this costume and it would be perfect. So I think we will start. I think these are fleece-lined. Yeah, fleece-lined leggings. Perfect blue. We can't see the colors because I Love Lucy is black and white. So we make our best guess as to the colors, but Superman, blue, obviously. So this was pretty straightforward. And the only thing I took off was the top. That was, everything else stayed on. All right, so breeches. I had to find a shirt that was the right blue, a Superman-like blue, and Mr. Snapper created this logo from felt that we just glued to the shirt. I bought this shirt at like a Ross or a Marshall's so that it was a new shirt and wasn't pilled. Otherwise, I would have been happy to go to Goodwill for this sort of thing. If it was acting class, I would have gone to Goodwill for the shirt. But I wanted something that hadn't pilled, and it needed to be a t-shirt. This is a mock turtleneck, I think. The logo made of felt. Now, I don't know that this is the most accurate Superman logo for that time. I think it may be influenced by Man of Steel, but I am not a full-on DC nerd. I'm a Henry Cavill nerd. So
I think I drew on a couple of different versions of the shield, the George Reeves shield, as well as maybe Man of Steel because that was current, but also trying to make it look like something that you might do quickly because you're trying to entertain little Ricky.
Yeah. Either way, it's recognizable. You've got to be careful with fandoms to make sure that you get it as right as possible. It is good enough. It reads well enough. It tells the modern audience, this is Superman. Not everybody has watched I Love Lucy. You could go to the Lucy show and not have watched every episode of Lucy. And you could see that one of the rhinestones came off. I had to rhinestone it because the stage I was performing on that this act was created for was the Yost Theater in Santa Ana, I think, Santa Ana, California, in Orange County, California. On that stage, it was fine for things to be big, and they needed to be rhinestoned because you're, performing in front of hundreds of people. It's a big enough space that you've got to fill it as best you can.
Under a spotlight, too.
Under a spotlight, yeah. So a great stage. When I did my Poison Ivy act there, I was so lucky that Yadi arranged for me to have the atomic cherry bombs back me up on that stage because, you know, my act for Poison Ivy was very intimate, small. I wasn't doing big dance steps to occupy the entire stage. My costume was very glitzy, but having the atomic cherry bombs back me up and like ride in the background and move was nice. Very nice, atmospheric, organic kind of thing. And I didn't have to take off my own corset. I had them to help me remove my clothes, which was fantastic. I loved working with them. They're incredible, amazing discipline, fantastic dancers, and I'm so fortunate that I had the opportunity to work with them. But back to Super Lucy. All right. Yeah, rhinestones are coming off. This is glued on. It was okay that it was like this because this is slapped together Lucy. And the color matches pretty well between this and the breeches. Like, that's pretty good. And there are my Crocs and my bunny slippers. Got to stay warm. Now the back, this is not an amazing back. I'm just going to admit that right now. Estella Detroit, another burlesque performer from Los Angeles. A lot of my time is from Los Angeles. Love Los Angeles. Estella Detroit had a box of zippers and she said, "Hey, you want some zippers?" And I said, "Sure, I'll take some zippers," because they were all molded zippers. Now they were all white molded zippers, but they were free zippers. And I still have some of them. It's hard to turn down free zippers. These are sleeping bag zippers. You notice two ends. So I could unzip up or unzip down. But I decided to unzip down, slapped this sucker in there. It is machine stitched. But it's a white zipper on a very blue thing. But the audience didn't see my act or my back for most of the act, I think, if not the entire act, because Lucy, when she's on the ledge, right? She's creeping along the ledge to try to sneak in to her apartment. She wants to make a big entrance for the birthday party and make it a surprise. So when she's walking along the ledge, she's not like, na, 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 na. It's not like, she's not doing big turns. She's just walking along a ledge. So the act is like, I'm doing a lot of walking in a straight line. It's a lot of acting stuff. All right, so this is a mock turtleneck, as you can see. And I had to pull the zipper from the top of my back, which is like, I can't really reach that very well. That's my hair. I can't reach that well. I don't know who could reach that well on their back to pull down, because if I reach with this side, I could reach the top, but can I pull down with this hand? No, I could only pull up. So long pull, nice long ribbon with a tassel, so I could easily find it while I'm being awkward, right, on the stage. Sleeping bag zipper, pull that sucker all the way down to get out. Awkward, fun. Mr. Snapper shorts. She's wearing plaid shorts. We don't know the exact color, but Mr. Snapper's old Vince shorts were perfect. They complete the silhouette. They look, I don't know if she's wearing Ricky's shorts or if she is wearing boxer shorts.
She's probably wearing boxer shorts because the joke is, you know, Superman wears
his underwear. Superman wears his underwear, yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah. So she is probably wearing boxer shorts. But I feel like these were better, especially for the stage. They look super, super awkward. And they're thick.
And they have pockets.
And they have pockets. Yeah, they're thick. So they weren't flimsy where you would see straight through them, because you wouldn't really see anything if you saw through the shorts. They needed to be not flimsy. So I wore his shorts. Then we get into the helmet. Now, oh yeah, and a cape. And a cape. The helmet, I know she wears an older style football helmet. And I did have my Mr. Toad helmet that seemed to be the right silhouette. However, I was on a huge stage at the Yost, and I wasn't going to paint my Mr. Toad helmet to be some colors. And we don't know the exact colors that she has So, like, it's black and white, so we can't tell what colors it is. So we either got this helmet on eBay or from a Goodwill, or we have a friend who played arena football. We may have gotten it from him. But Mr. Snapper decided, I'm going to paint this in Superman colors and it'll be fine. And it was, because there, was a stripe. And it looked great on stage. Also, I didn't have to do my hair for the act. And let me tell you, I'm so happy when I don't have to do my hair, because my hair's healthy and I'm lazy. I'm the kid who got perms when I was younger because I wanted curly hair, but without the effort. I'd just do it with the chemicals. So I could just put my hair in a ponytail and shove it in the helmet. But yeah, it's a proper helmet, and it's got padding in here so it would stay on my tiny little head. We removed the face mask because you had to see my face with the overdrawn lips and the big eyelashes and such. And there is a magnet on top. Why is there a magnet on top? Because Lucy becomes a bird perch. As she's on the ledge, which is where birds go. So there are pigeons landing on her, and she's trying to sneak in and surprise little Ricky in her horrible homemade Superman outfit. And, well, my idea was, let's do magnets with these fake doves that you can get at floral supply stores. So I had one that was riding on my head, which, that was pretty great. And then I had them all over attached to me. All right, we'll look at the cape here. This is, it's a tablecloth. That's right. I bought this tablecloth at a shop called Moscatel's in downtown Los Angeles, which is basically a wholesale Michael's. And they had tablecloths, and it needed to look like Lucy threw this whole thing together. So I got a tablecloth. I secured the corners with a little bit of hand stitching, wrapped a bit of bias tape around it, attached the coat hook, and then painted the negative space of the Superman symbol, and then I bordered it with rhinestones. This would hide that horrible zipper that I had. You wouldn't have seen that because I got this on. And it gave me a little more to fill out the space as I'm just walking along a ledge very awkwardly and hilariously. Comedy. And then this box, I wonder if you can tell what's in this box. Magnets, 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 magnets. I didn't do the bottom. Magnets. You label things that have magnets a lot in case you have someone in your home that visits or lives there that has a pacemaker. Magnets can mess with that. You also do it in case you have metallic things or you're traveling and you need to fly with your birds that have magnets on them. You write magnets, 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 so that maybe if they think there's something weird in your suitcase, they'll say, oh, well, this says magnets. Maybe they'll figure out that they're, magnets. And one more time, magnets. Okay, inside, unboxing the birds. We've got some, you see those, you know what these are? Magnets. Look at all those magnets. And they are strong magnets too. Look at that. Oof. Okay, these are the pasties, and I would have the birds on the pasties. I may have turned around so that I could secure the birds to the pasties. Like take some of the birds and stick them in that spirit gum. Ugh. Woof. On there. These are just random buckram pasties. Look at that. The magnets are so strong. You can see that. And I bought strong magnets because I didn't want them to fall off. Obviously. And they're just maybe a little too strong. Okay, so I've got all my birds. And to place the birds on myself, I think, I've got little ones, and then I've got, what a mess. So I had one with the big wings on top because it's very obvious it is a bird that has just landed on my head. And then little birds, I would put little magnets in my shirt. Place it on. There we go. So I'd place the little magnets so I'd have the birds. But you see how this bird is wiggling around? That's because this is not a solid thing that it's, you know, there's not a strong surface for it to be rested on. This is a loose garment. Just like my mega costume didn't have a firm foundation to keep things up and close to my body and to keep the bodice from just kind of, you know, wriggling. If this was tight, if that shirt was tight, or if I had something behind it, like some kind of strong backing, a cuff that had the magnet on it, then it would be less likely to shift my entire sleeve around. But I would put these birds at different places on the outfit. And because the pasties were sturdy, you know, when it's time for the reveal, I'd peel off the shirt and then I would put, here, we're gonna do this. I'd grab a bird, boom. And I had 2 magnets, so if I could fit multiple birds, great. And if I couldn't, you know, it's fine. Oh, that one lost its magnet. I could put birds for my final reveal. And these magnets wouldn't move around because they were on a firm pasty that was attached. And it was ridiculous and hilarious, and the crowd goes wild. And it's crazy that I only have 5 birds. Oh, the magnet came off of that one too. No wonder I've got so many magnets in that pile. But that is Super Lucy. I would gladly do the act again. It is so ridiculous. I have all of the pieces. I haven't gotten rid of them because, I mean, hello, it's such a weird niche thing. Why would I get rid of them? Why would I get rid of this? I'm holding on to it in case there's another opportunity. And a great thing about this act is that if anything doesn't fit, then I can easily replace things without a great financial investment. So if my leggings don't fit, you know, I could buy new leggings for maybe $20, or I could make my own if I wanted to. I could probably tighten up the shirt, tighten up the armpit, potentially, so that it's at least more fitted in the areas where I would put the birds, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I don't think I took off the shorts at all. I had to get the shirt out somehow so that I could unzip it, but it might have been like folded up in the front and then I could just easily unzip it in the back. And I wore red go-go boots with the whole thing. I bought red go-go boots, so I'd have red go-go boots to go with this. Absolute nonsense. Like, what kind of crazy person comes up with this kind of thing? A genius on the Lucy show, honestly, is who comes up with it. We just put it to stripping. That's pretty much all we did there was, you know, I rigged some clothes. Mr. Snapper dealt with the helmet and the logos. Teamwork makes the dream work, and, well, nonsense happened. Absolute nonsense. It's amazing. And that is all I have for you today. Please like, subscribe, boop that bell for notifications. Anything you want to say about my ridiculous Lucy outfit, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Did you see that show? I'd love to know if you saw that show. And if there were other acts that you absolutely loved, you don't have to just gush about my act. I know it was amazing. All of my amazing footwork walking like this. I mean, I know that was incredible. But talk about the other acts. Talk about the things that I've forgotten or that I missed in this off-the-cuff episode. I'd love to hear from you. And many thanks to my patrons. Love y'all. I appreciate your years and years of support. You're incredible. And you will see me next time. Bye.